Let's look at the results from the two different cooking treatments. So the first one I'll show you, you'll need this data table that you prepared before. This is the one for apple juice that was cooked at the same temperature, 100 degrees, boiling hot, for different amounts of time. So I'll show you how much time each one was cooked, and then I'll show you how many drops of the iodine titrant it took to reach that blue endpoint to measure how much vitamin C there is. The next two columns you can't fill in yet. To fill in this column, you'll need the standard curve that you plotted from the standard curve data. And then to fill in this column, you'll need to do some calculations based on these results, which I'll show you how to do a little bit later. So what I'll show you is each of the times that they were cooked and then the titrant drops. So here are the cups. This first one is the one that was uncooked. So the amount of time that it was cooked is 0 minutes. So that's the time. And then each of these was cooked for 0.5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 10 minutes. So when you're looking at your data, you should have those times, 0 and 0.5 and 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 10. And then what you need to know is how many drops of titrant it took for each of those titrations. So this is how many drops it took to titrate the one that was uncooked, 42 drops. So that tells how much vitamin C there was before it was cooked. Now let's look at all these. And what you'll see is that the number of drops is decreasing, and the reason is because the longer they were cooked, the less vitamin C there was. There's something about cooking that is causing the amount of vitamin C to decrease. So you want to record those as the number of drops for each of the treatments right here. So take a minute to get those data down. You can pause, of course, if you need to, and rewind. Next, you'll need the other data table. So I also cooked some apple juice for 5 minutes at different temperatures. So let's look at those results. So the different temperatures that were cooked. First, the uncooked one had a room temperature of 20 degrees. And this is the same cup that I showed you before because it's the same uncooked apple juice. And then I raised the temperature to 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, and 100 degrees. So those are the cooking temperatures that you should record here. And then for each one of those samples, the drops of titrant. So you've already seen this one, that was 42, how much vitamin C there was in the uncooked apple juice. And then for these, the higher the temperature, you'll see that the number of drops of titrant required is going down, just like with the other experiment. There's something about cooking that is causing the amount of vitamin C to decrease. You might consider that when you're thinking about the effect of cooking on the nutritional value of your food. What I'll do is next show you how to find the amount of vitamin C using those drops that you recorded here and the standard curve graph that you plotted, and then how to calculate what percent of vitamin C remains of the vitamin C that was in the original uncooked sample. Let's go upstairs and take a look at that.